Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.
Hey superfan, so Avengers Assemble recently premiered on Disney XD. If you didn't know, this is a replacement series for the show Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which ran for about 2 seasons on the same network. So is Avengers Assemble a worthy successor to Earth's Mightiest? Well, right off the bat, it's kinda hard to compare the two because Avengers Assemble just started. But let's compare them anyway.
Science!
In interests of full disclosure, I was a big fan of Earth's Mightiest, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna reject its sequel.
Private, blatant insincerity is my field of expertise. Remember?
So let's start by comparing lineups. Both series start up right by having the big four, Cap, Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk right up front. You'd think that's a no-brainer, but it has been messed up in the past. Looking at you, United they stand. Let's start with yesterday's super soldier who became today's hero. In both series, Cap fills the role of stoic veteran and field commander of the Avengers. The main difference is that in Earth's Mightiest, Cap's look was inspired by the classic comics, but in Avengers Assemble, his look comes from the recent movie. Now for the billionaire playboy genius philanthropist, the invincible Iron Man. Tony Stark is the overall leader of the team, probably because he's the guy who's always picking up the check. Both shows were heavily influenced.
Read copying.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Next, Asgard's Prince of Thunder, Thor. Thor's always been a bit difficult to get right, so it's probably a good thing that both shows basically portray him as this displaced mythic hero right out of the mist of fantasy. But what about the big green monster himself, the Incredible Hulk? At the moment, I'd say this is where both shows fall short, as they seem overly focused on one half of the character, Hulk, obviously, giving Bruce Banner the short end of the stick. And in my opinion, Bruce was one of the best parts of the Avengers movie. Outside of the big four, the lineups diverge a little bit. Both teams incorporate Black Widow and Hawkeye. Natasha is more or less the same in both versions, but Avengers Assemble seems to have skipped over that whole double agent thing that Earth's Mightiest spent so much time on. I'm kinda missing her accent though. She always sounded like she was planning to kill Moose and Squirrel. Hawk, on the other hand, has changed slightly. On Avengers Assemble, in addition to sporting the movie version of his costume, Hawkeye seems to be taking Tony's job as the voice of snarky one-liners. Avengers Assemble also completely omits the two mini-Avengers, Ant-Man and Wasp, who is one of my favorite characters.
Typical.
Well, Sergeant, who's your favorite?
Hulk. Hulk mad. Hulk smash. Hulk awesome.
Avengers Assemble adds Falcon to the lineup. He's pretty cool. He functions as the audience surrogate as he gets to know and fight alongside the more seasoned heroes. Hopefully, as time continues on, the roster of Avengers Assemble will continue to expand. I would say the point on which the two shows differ most is what they want to be. Earth's Mightiest Heroes was sort of a throwback to the Stan Lee gee-whiz period in the Avengers comics run. This influenced both art design and storytelling. Avengers Assemble would like nothing more than to be a spin-off of the 2012 movie. And I think the newer series will definitely take its lead off of that. Art-wise, Earth's Mightiest Heroes is more stylized and cartoony. I won't call Avengers Assemble realistic looking, but it is definitely more modern. For me, one of the best parts of Earth's Mightiest Heroes was the great character interplay and all the conflicts that inevitably arise from having so many different personalities in close quarters. A tradition that Avengers Assemble will no doubt carry on. But there is one thing that sort of bugs me about Avengers Assemble, it's the dialogue. I think they're trying to imitate Joss Whedon's witty writing, but they still don't quite have it down yet. At times, it sounds like the Avengers communicate entirely in quips. But that should get better as the series goes on, right? Avengers Assemble also has this weird habit of narrowing the field of view. I think it's to imitate comic book style panels, but most of the time it looks like they're just two big black bars on the top and bottom of the screen.
Perhaps the show was intended for a 12 by 48-inch screen.
There is one area where Earth's Mightiest Heroes completely stomps Avengers Assemble. The opening. But then Season 2 came along.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that one now, do we, Private?
Compare that to the title card for Avengers Assemble. Woohoo! But I think with a little work, Avengers Assemble could be a worthy successor to Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
And I could be a disgusting, mouth-breathing, naked ape. But I'm not.
Come on, pal, you gotta be at least a little optimistic. By the way, before I go, there's a video here on YouTube called Powerpuff Avengers. Let me say that again, Powerpuff Avengers. Go see it. The link's in the descriptions.
Now, dumb.
Thanks for watching. I'm the Stupid Private.